Welcome to this guitar lesson on arpeggios. Hi, I'm Damon Ferrante. Welcome to the Guitar Arpeggio Handbook lesson videos. This is a series of free videos that correspond with the materials presented in the book. The videos cover a range of subjects including guitar licks, music theory, and guitar technique. This is the first video in the series, and in this video we're going to cover the basics of major, minor, diminished and augmented triads, and we're also going to look a little bit at seventh chord arpeggios. One of the easiest ways to think about major chords is to see them as a group of three notes drawn from the major scale. The notes are going to be the root of the scale, the third degree of the scale, and the fifth degree of the scale. So one way that I'll demonstrate this, I'll be in the key of A major. I'm going to play the A major scale on one string, just on the fifth string, and I'll say the letters and the scale degrees as I play. So first we'll play the root, which is the first degree, that's the open A string. Then we'll play the B, that's the second degree. Then we'll play the third degree, that's the C sharp. Then we'll play the fourth degree, that's the D. The fifth degree, which is E. The sixth degree, which is F sharp. The seventh degree, which is G sharp. And then the octave, which is A. So the major chord is drawn from the root, that's the first degree, the third degree, and then the fifth degree. And that's all there is to it. So it's just the root, the third, and the fifth. In the minor scale, it follows the same idea. We're going to have the minor chord or arpeggio formed from the root, the third, and the fifth. But in this case, the scale will be a little different. So I'll walk up the minor scale, in this case the A minor scale on the fifth string, and just listen for the root note, the third, and the fifth. Here's the root A. The next note is B, that's the second. The third is C, that's right here. The fourth is D. The fifth is E, so that's an important note. And then the sixth is F. And then the seventh is G. And the octave is A. So in this chord, or arpeggio, we'll have the notes A, which is the root, C, which is the minor third, or the third in this case of the arpeggio, and E, which is the fifth. So that's going to be the sound. Now, diminished arpeggios are a little bit different. We'll have the minor, a group of minor thirds. So you'll have A to C, that's a minor third, like this. A to C, and then C to E flat, which is another minor third. So it will sound like this. A, C, E flat. A little bit spooky. And now on to the augmented triad. That's going to be two sets of major thirds. So you're going to go from A to C sharp, and then from C sharp to E sharp. So here's the sound of it. Here's okay, that's A, C sharp, and E sharp. Now let's go into seventh chords. We're going to follow through with these in much more detail later on in the video lessons, but just to cover things briefly, I'll go through the sounds of some of the most common seventh chords. The first one is going to be a major seventh chord, and that's going to be in a major scale, the root, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. And it sounds like this on one string. Okay? The next chord that's very common is the dominant seventh chord. That's going to be in a major scale very similar to the major seventh arpeggio. It'll have the root, the third, the fifth, but in this case it will have a flat seventh. So our notes here would be A, C sharp, E, and G. And it sounds something like this on one string. And now the last seventh chord that I'll discuss right now is the minor seventh chord. And in this case, it will be in a minor scale, a natural minor scale, and we'll have the root, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. And in A, those notes would be A, C, E, and G. So here's the sound. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned some new things about minor arpeggios, major arpeggios, diminished and augmented arpeggios, and a little bit about seventh chords. We're going to look in more detail at all of these things later on in the video lessons. You might also check out the music of Steve Morse. He uses arpeggios very well in his guitar solos and his songwriting. And if you have a spare moment, feel free to subscribe to this channel. You'll receive offers about free guitar ebooks and also more free lesson videos. And send us a comment or question and share this video with friends, because every few weeks we're going to take the best questions from our subscribers and make a new lesson video that addresses them.